Alright, hello everybody and welcome back to Honkai Star Rail. We're gonna continue from where we left off. Yes, yeah, the only reason why I'm okay today is because anytime I went outside, I literally thrown an N95. Like I have COVID.
It
literally
really
every time.
does help.
It really does. It was the only way I was able to go outside and function. Like, holy crap.
We can function in this universe.
That's the superstar. Alright, let's see here.
I went outside for one thing today, and I can safely say I got my mask's worth.
Yep, I went outside to plug in my car. So it doesn't die overnight tonight. Because I need it tomorrow. And then I also got food and checked the mail. Whoop. Oh, I'm so glad.
Yes, congratulations, you have won.
My soda now? Do I get a bottle cap like it's Fallout?
No.
A bottle cap would count as a hat.
That is true, a giant bottle cap.
No, just a regular-sized bottle cap that you perch daintily on your head. Just
Galactic
a little
Baseballer
bald
and
spot
Firefly.
Woo! We truly are the galactic
Birth of a
baseballer.
superstar.
You
Oh,
are
yeah,
now a
by the way, I'm sure you
superstar.
could... One sec.
Birth of a jump-up superstar.
Punchy.
By the way, I bet you could find someone doing Fallout bottle cap cosplay. Oh, this is cool. Look at
You
these
are
Mickey
being
Mouse.
applauded.
Look at these Mickey Mouse ass hands.
Well, at least they're not dick fingers.
That is true. Oh, look, it's me.
Are you sure?
Congratulations.
Well, it's either me or it's the other me. Seriously,
It's
they
you,
need
but better inside.
Yeah, they really need to do Stellan Kalis, like... They need to have the other MC do something.
No, the other MC is clearly the leader of the Abyss Order. We haven't even seen the Abyss Order yet.
The Abyss Order is just an Aeon. It's just the masked fools interfering with that.
I mean, the masked bit tracks.
Yeah. Where are my stellar shades?
Compensate me!
Sorry, had to mute. I sneezed, chat.
Bless you very much.
Oh no, open and honest communication.
Run.
Alright, I'll just take my stellar jades, please.
It's the we need to talk stage of the relationship.
Yeah.
Oh god.
My sister, Mr. Yang, and I have met with the Dream Master.
It's gonna cut here.
We delved into the truth about Penacony and its Stellaron, and have come to a consensus. Both I and the Oak family cannot acquiesce to your request.
Okay,
What
time
the
to
hell?
fight.
Alright, allow me to punch you.
Just as expected.
Actually, let's let Firefly do it. She's a fucking mech suit.
We acknowledge the perspective of
Actually, let's let Firefly kick you in the nads.
Penacony does.
You know how hard that would hurt?
Yes.
Being kicked by Sam?
Yes.
Yeah.
By the way, I saw a meme that was like... It was, you know that scene from Silverwolf Story where she was with Kafka on the roof and she was playing on her phone? It was it was Silverwolf asking, like, can I have Sam? And Kafka was like, no, we have Sam at home. And Sam at home was the Sam from Jetpack Joyride. With the music and with the like, it was like it switched to a cutscene from that game, the gameplay.
The vulnerable, ruthless
Dude, legit, like that game is so
Jetpack
good. So,
Joyride was
common folk
a
living
really,
lives
really
eking
nice
out
game.
yeah, because it actually
Like,
takes skill.
Yeah, like it's such a simple premise. So simple in execution too, but it's not just quick reflexes. You have to actually do decision making on the fly.
Yeah, that Angry Birds, Fruit Ninja, like all the Temple Run, all those early like App Store era games, like just it was like, hey, here's an idea, and let's just do something creative with it. Like it either gets faster or they add more shit. Like it's like that era of like mobile game is my favorite, just because like typically those games are, hey, you paid $1, congratulations, that's it, you're done. There's no free to play garbage. I blame Apple for that.
Anyway, are you listening to this man?
I am.
would you prefer?
Okay, what did he just say then?
This.
Ew.
Basically saying that, like, no, we can't go back to chaos and disorder without the Stellaron. This place is actually really nice for people.
Well, he's
If I wasn't a special somebody and I was just a regular, normal person, what Penacony would I prefer? Somewhere where there's chaos or the current golden
He's
age?
literally
missing his-
asking you that question, right?
well,
now.
you're missing the point too that he's saying Penacony is not in a good state. This isn't good, but your solution is worse.
There's nothing wrong with being the fittest. Reaching paradise doesn't sound too bad. Why are you asking me?
I like that last one. Seriously, why the heck are you asking me? I just hit things.
I'm the galactic baseballer, asshole.
That's not the point.
Mr. Sunday.
Well, let me have a dialogue option. That's the point,
fully
then.
agree on what to do
You
with
want a
this
point?
Now's
Lance
not the time
ablaze!
to be holding an extensive
Forward!
discourse about Penacony's past and future, is it? The Stellaron issue concerns the
You know,
life and
it
Emiko,
would be kinda
stand back.
funny-
Penacony. If
It would
anyone
be
has
kind
got
of
a
funny to
suggestion,
just
the crew is
watch
more than
like
willing to
plans
listen.
go up in smoke because you just
Also, it'd be
used the
best to tell us
preservation
the
lance a little
ins
too
and
early
outs.
in the story, and it's like,
This-
oops, I accidentally killed the main bad.
Hey, I killed. Oh.
This way.
I think I've seen that in like a show or a movie where like they kill the bad guy and then they're like, "Now what?"
Yeah.
Isn't that actually just straight up like the plot of Megamind? He kills the quote unquote good guy. Like he kills the good guy and then he's like, "Now what?"
Well,
present.
Megamind is good. That movie's like actually good.
air quotes kill. Okay.
You know what I mean. You know what I
nobody's
mean.
gonna- Yeah, nobody's gonna care if we spoil him.
A
The
decade
hell
old
is that
movie that's been
movie?
spoiled by the internet. That movie's from like 2010, I think.
Yeah. You know, but
Anyway,
that
you
was
want
It's
to-
really
2010.
fun.
Yeah, it's
That
literally a
was hilarious.
14-year-old movie.
It's
I only
too
saw
bad
that
that
movie when it
also
came out
all
to
the,
stream.
all the trailers also spoiled it. So
I never saw a trailer. I only watched the movie when it came to like HBO.
really,
Yeah, I never saw it in the theaters.
The only
Like I just didn't see it.
lucky you. You didn't get spoiled.
I was like, "Oh, this is fun. Like it's just a good fun movie." And also
Yeah, no.
like all the actors that are doing like is that which actors?
But also Metrocity.
Which actor is Megamind? It's Will Ferrell, right?
Well,
Like, that's his voice,
let me
right?
Take a look.
Like double check because like he does such a good job. Like I love that he's like this like at the end where like what like in the middle when he like puts the bombs around the statue. He's like and then like the time runs out he's like and I will win this and then the bombs start exploding. He's like too close. Like that shit's so funny.
Good job.
Yeah, no, that's-
Anyway.
Oh god.
Yes, Will Ferrell.
Herb.
Thank you. Will Ferrell is great in everything.
Oh, and Metro Man is Brad Pitt.
Yes, he is. I knew that.
To the masses as a tool to realize their ambition.
Indeed, Dream Master. Once the Charmony Festival begins, the Stellaron's powers, along with the
Bernard is
sun,
Ben
will be
Stiller?
broadcast
Yes, he
across
is.
The entire planet of Penacony.
Didn't know that one.
And then everyone in their dreams will
Well,
be
the giant
able to
nerd is
wake
it's he was in 21 Jump Street. The fat guy. But he's not fat anymore. He actually has lost a lot.
Yeah,
Indeed surprising to me.
That is an identifier. Anyway, Dream Master.
The collective effort of the five families.
Oh, good. This again.
If someone were to use the Charmony Festival to recklessly disseminate the power,
Yeah, surely nobody would do something that stupid or anything, right?
great authority, do
Right.
you have any suspects?
I'd like to ask, did you really not know of the Stellaron's existence?
You know, sending him what was probably a good idea. He's the
I
most powerful in
mean,
this
sending
group.
wealth is always
I
a
would
good,
never
is a good
thought
idea.
that this name
Walt should have been the main
points the
character.
spear at me. Quite astonishing indeed.
If I have offended,
Well, for main
the
character
Astral Space
2024.
sends its sincere apologies. But the current circumstances are dire and leave no room for meticulous inquiry.
Well, I mean, main
Doing
characters
this out of
taken for this
concern
game.
for the Dream State's
Well, for main characters, Endless Zone Zero 2024.
Yeah.
safety. Please alleviate our concerns.
He did this at the end of like 3.0. He just goes to Zen the Zone Zero. He's like, what's with this wolf guy?
with the Stellaron. If we're being overly cautious,
He's like, what's with all these
I
weirdos?
will return to the
At,
cave
at,
to
at the
offer
end of this
tribute
patch, he
to
just
Trolley.
leaves like,
Just
okay,
for
I
the-
need a break.
I need a break from my break. And then the
Yeah.
next world is even worse. And it's like, I just cannot find a world where I can in fact catch a break.
You go to either Zenless Zone Zero or Genshin.
Grow up and know your dispositions like
The idea of locking himself away at the peak of Dragonspine is appealing to him more and more.
can surely
Yeah, but then he has to. Well, I think actually Hino Beta would probably be pretty chill.
Yeah.
I already
You know, they'd
Honestly,
get
I
along.
think him and Albedo would get along a little too swimmingly.
They'd be great. I think they would bounce off each other quite well. 'Cause
They
what
would
be
build
a-
an actual mech with
Yes, they
just
would.
raw materials from
Dragonspine.
the mountain beneath their feet.
I mean, you do
Anyway,
have all that stuff.
respond in kind.
We must mobilize the entire Oak family into a giant Gundam.
All right, we need the Oak family. All right, where's the professor?
Heed your call.
Where's Professor Oak?
This
He's
is
important.
the result of the
Professor Oak, the
entire
Gundam
lineage.
pilot.
Unto me,
Professor Oak is a Gundam pilot, and that's something I just want to see.
so that no lies may be concealed.
I will do as you command.
Robin, could I entrust you to be present as a witness, to document the truth, and to proclaim my innocence, so that all
Oh, that's a very what's the
I will
word?
do as you command.
Leading response.
You can
I'm going
trust
to
me
be
to do
innocent.
you can trust me to do one of those things. To proclaim the truth or to proclaim your innocence. Exactly one of those options is on the table. I won't tell you which.
Hot iron, so that he will not be able to fabricate lies and make false vows.
let us begin.
Oh, good, this again.
There is nothing else to prepare.
Understood. Question. Have you devoted your life to your god, never worshipping other gods?
All right, chat. This patch came out like right after Passover, where they're like, "Hey, there's one God, my guy. Don't build the golden statue."
Naturally.
Do you love your god as you do yourself? Always heeding
No.
their admonishments.
No.
Naturally.
Have you strayed from the path expected by your god?
He lied as naturally as he breathed.
Never.
Have you ever been inordinate with your asks of your god, coveting more than the foundation of the creation itself?
Never.
Then, a final question.
You want to go to KFC?
You want to fry up those wings, chicken boy?
Swear to fulfill all vows.
You want to go to KFC? I heard they have some Genshin Impact merch that you can run into a crowd for.
With the Eon as my
Fucking hell.
if I do not deliver on
I want to ask, what do you mean by all of your vows? What the fuck are your vows? You could say my vow was
Marriage
to
vows.
you could say my vow was to destroy Penacony in the future, and technically that would be correct. That you would be like, yes, I will in fact
They
do
have
my
seen
vows.
your faith, and have
I will
endorsed
keep
faith.
my wedding vows.
With this,
You are
can be
now my
evidence to
lawfully
support
wedded
those.
Sunday.
Well, what are you doing?
What is it, Mr.
I have another question I hope to have answered. To my understanding, the family's harmony and prosperity have never relied on so-called divine laws. The god you both mentioned, are they truly Shipe?
Mr. Yang should know that those belonging to the family toil together as if they were kin. Embrace
That wasn't a yes.
That's not a yes.
under their light.
But it's
Something
not
tells me the
a
Dream
no.
Master is just the fuck Stellaron, like when it was talking to.
Kukalia?
Yeah, exactly. It's got the same thing going on.
Which other god could perfectly harmonize this, if not for the great one? Shibe.
A mass tool. I don't
Project Stigma.
know. Project Stigma.
Perfectly harmonize it. Therein lies the problem. It isn't an outsider lurking in the shadows
Well?
who changed the harmony, but a dissonance that has surreptitiously emerged from within this very symphony itself. In the distant past, there existed an Eon. With one flick of the wrist, they crafted the laws of the cosmos. Their followers formed the Beyond the Sky Choir, spreading solemn and reverent hymns throughout the universe. Later, they fell. The route traversed by this eon clashed with the harmony, ultimately being absorbed and fused into it. The chorus that once reverberated across worlds fell silent, and when it echoed anew, it was transformed into the hymn.
Somebody
of
started
harmony.
playing the hymn backwards.
Though an eon may perish,
I thought you're gonna say somebody started playing the hymbo.
still linger. In the all-forgiving harmony, echoes of bygone dissonance may subtly arise.
Mr. Yang, being overly astute can be a detriment. Especially when you find...
So you're saying he's right, and that's why he's in danger.
allies.
More or less.
So this is how it is.
Well, you gotta
You
chill, my
picked a
guy.
fight with the wrong dude.
For the sake of our grand cause, Sunday, please afford these two an opportunity to rest.
What?
Whoa.
Sorry, Robin.
See,
It's
I
just
kind of wish that Welt actually did something
I
here.
did not wish for you
Like,
to know this.
just gravity shifted all of Golden Hour down, and then he's just like,
That things have
"You
turned out
want
this way."
to fuck with me, good sir?"
Yeah, and they have to actually fight him. Like, it would be a good cutscene.
Yeah, but
No, I like the idea that Wealth is bottling up
The shadow
every
has
little
felt
frustration, every little trespass against him, and someday later on in the story, he's just gonna flip his shit.
Yeah.
We were
I mean,
never
I'm
children
waiting for
Probably
the
when
day that
Himiko
Welt
gets
uses
killed.
his. I'm still waiting for the day that Welt actually
Could not have
busts
been
out his
crafted by Shinpei.
the black hole in a cutscene.
Bliss.
Probably when Himiko gets
only
killed.
Guaranteed by the one who
Welt busts out the black hole, roll credits.
Just eats
He
up
gets
the
it-
entire universe.
The entire universe is gone, and he goes through, he's like, "Hey, Bronya, how's it going?" Like, to his Bronya. "You still in
Roll
charge of me,
credits.
Hoyo?" "Excellent,
Well-
alright."
Rolls credits get sucked into the black hole. Appears on the screen of some random Hoyo exec. They're like, what?
Yeah.
What did you people do?
No, he winds up in those, like, black holes that are in Zone Zero.
And through harmony, we obtain order.
What are those called again? I forget.
So
Zenless
order.
zones, obviously.
To think
Okay.
that there would be remnants of the order on
I'm helping.
That game is coming out at some point, right? Because, like, holy
Presumably.
shit. It has to come out at some point. I'm checking the App Store, because sometimes the App Store has...
Matt, pay attention. You're the
I
one
am.
streaming.
Gave them some time alone to ponder their fates.
It says expected
Oh.
July on the App Store.
You should
Thanks,
know
Sunday.
that these
You gave
actions
Wealth a
become an
timeout.
enemy of
You
the
let him
instruments.
think to himself for a while.
Should
This
we
was a good
stand
plan.
Against the nameless, it would only be myself and the Oak family involved.
Don't leave Wealth alone with his own thoughts, please.
Have we? Your efforts for the justice of Penacony are evident to everyone, and have been widely observed.
You must hang back to us now. Stop being around the bush and get to the point.
Give him back to us now, I beg you, for all of our sakes.
However,
Shut up, Sunday. You speak way too much.
contrary,
You
I'm
speak
here to
like
make my
Where's that
3
big god?
hours worth of the cutscenes here.
Where's
Sunday,
that-
every
Where's that
word you
big
say
fucking
makes your
monkey that
intentions
chucks
less clear.
so glad? I need him to appear here to chuck so glad at your damn face.
If it is the order that drove you to imprison Welt and Robin, and you're
That sounds like
using
a waste
them
of
to
perfectly
coerce
good Soul
our
Glad.
compliance, then there'll be no point in entertaining any type of
Drink the Soul Glad, then chuck the empty bottle.
Exactly. Hey, so I'd like actually to make peace with you. Can I have a bottle of So Glad? Yeah? Alright. Ah, delicious. Yeet. Just like right on the top of his goddamn head like it's a bar fight.
You are mistaken, Miss Himiko. They are in
Bar
very
fight,
serious
no,
bar
just
fight.
try to bank it through the halo.
This is get like 10 points. It's like when you try to get.
Reminded of something I
It's
saw
it's
on
like when you
the
try
World
to.
of Fire stream,
No, it's like when
where-
you try to get like the hole 18 at like mini golf. They always make it stupidly complicated. It's like
Yes.
that. And if you hit him in the back of the head through the halo, you get another week's stay at Penacony.
No, you get another projectile free.
This-
Far too much innocent bloodshed. The strong wield their blades against the weak. and the victors push the vanquished to the brink of life. Natural
Sounds like a
selection.
you problem, good sir. Aren't you
Yeah.
supposed to be
Abides by
running
this
Penacony?
Establishing the well-being of humanity atop the corpses of the downtrodden. Only we, or rather, I, possess the power to put an end to this farce.
So you've decided to resurrect a dead Eon? No one's ever done such a thing.
If Miss Himiko is
Do
interested,
the impossible.
let's draw back the veil and speak candidly. I've always firmly
Oh,
believed
now
that
only
people
now
can
we're
understand
speaking
one another
candidly?
through peaceful
No, this man has
means.
layers. There's another layer below before we're really
As to the
candid.
intentions of the Order's path striders.
And then another one
So that
underneath,
you
which
will
is
make better
honestly for
judgment
real
the astral
definitely this
express
time candid.
For Penacony,
This
and for this stretch of the universe. Words can hardly
And
do
belief
justice
there
to the beauty of
beneath that is there is no truth, only facts candid. And underneath that is truth.
everyone. Let us retrace our steps and see once again where this road leads.
great.
Where'd he go?
Welcome. This isn't any location in Penacony's dreamscape.
This is literally nowhere.
Oh no, you're in his reality marble.
We really are.
Unchanged. It's
Yeah.
because your consciousness has drawn on similar concepts to fill in the gaps.
Shit. I'm exposed to inner stuff like this.
Oh boy, we're in his mind. We can break it. Let's break his inner
I'm gonna
world.
touch something.
Process.
I'm a liquor.
Stronger in effect and more
Greg, touch everything.
The gray-haired guest has experienced it
I'm a
before.
smear
Which
my face over
gray-haired guest,
every
my guy?
surface of the inside of your mind.
Allows me to intuitively grasp my feelings, which also means that I cannot hide anything from you. Now, everyone, please look at the huge screen.
Which one?
The road we once took begins here.
The pyramid-shaped one directly above you.
You will witness the numerous decisions I've faced. I've selected a portion of these to share.
I don't wanna know what you've been through. I just wanna deck you in the
You'll be able to
schnoz.
better understand my thoughts. Let's begin.
Maybe slam dunk an entire baseball bat through your,
Through the TV.
Robin and I were very young,
Oh, I was gonna say
Yeah,
through
we
your
got
hula
this
hoop.
story before. Yeah.
and the family's Mr. Gopher Wood, who would later become the Dream Master of Penacony, saw that we siblings had no one to turn to and took us in later on. Robin and I lived a time with nary a care in the world. One day, after dinner, while my younger sister and I were lounging about in Mr. Gopher Wood's yard, we spotted a fledgling Charmony dove all on its own.
Back to the bird.
Baby bird was tiny. It didn't even have all of its feathers, and it couldn't sing. When we found it, it was already on its last breath, having fallen into a shrub. Probably abandoned by its parents, we decided to build a nest for it right there and then. However, thinking back, that winter was unusually cold, with fierce winds at night in the yard. Not to mention the many poisonous bugs and wild beasts in the vicinity. It was clear that if we left the fledgling in the yard, it stood no chance of surviving until spring. So, I suggested we take it inside, place it on the shelf by the window, and asked the adults to fashion a cage for it. We decided that when it regained its strength enough to spread its wings, we would release it back into the wild. The tragic part, something that we'd never considered, was that this bird's fate had already been determined long before this moment. Its
Rip
destiny
bird.
was determined by our momentary whim.
No, its destiny was determined by the
I passed
writers.
the power of choice to
You have no power here.
Faced
Exactly.
with this situation,
If you're gonna be mad at anybody, be mad at Hoyo.
By the way, I saw on Instagram an ad earlier. It was about like, what was that show we watched with like the weird superpowers and shit? And it was garbage.
and build a nest with soft
Excellent.
net with a
No, no, no,
charming
no, no.
bell.
Well,
The one
but
that people
also,
actually
yes.
like.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, apparently they made a game and the menu for the characters is literally the Genshin UI.
Lovely.
Yeah.
It's 100% is the Genshin UI.
Or
Anyway, man, make a choice.
and feed it,
And fight against my fate.
giving it the utmost care. for
Now,
the
I will
warmth of
note
a home.
that I absolutely hate
I eagerly
Sunday's
await your
philosophy
answer.
moving forward into this. So
Oh, yeah, it's dumb.
No, so like I understand where he comes from, but his ideology is like the complete opposite of mine in terms of what it means to define things. Oh yeah, you can also talk to everybody to get their thoughts on the subject too.
The basics I'm
Walk of
getting
Fame.
is that Sunday is written to be coming from a seemingly reasonable position, but even so far, I really do want to whack him over the head.
Oh, it's gonna be fun. when
Well,
we
give him a
eventually
bit, give him a bit. He hasn't even said anything. I'm
marched.
just saying that
Yeah, that
I
was a
hit
long
him
time for March to load.
ideologically. And you know, and you guys should know my ideologies on a lot of things.
Oh,
I'll
so
get
he's
it.
going to be a paragon of virtue who espouses a very strict ethical code.
Well, we'll get to it. Don't worry. I'll rip him to shreds later.
Actually, the clues were in my previous two statements. He subscribes to virtue ethics.
Oh god.
Greg.
Watch him turn out to be just a
has no intention of imprisoning us.
slightly better spoken Immanuel Kant.
Back to the question. I would personally
I mean, he uses about the same
choose
number of
the little
words to get to his
charming
point.
dove. No special reason. I do think that a fledgling should have the right to fly into the sky.
Seriously, guys, have you tried to read
Can't even
Kant?
live to that point, then
I think
There's-
I did at some point because I know I took a philosophy class or something.
There's so many words.
I can't
Oh, man.
decipher his
You can be
intentions
reading for
without-
half an hour and realize that you've gotten about the point that most people get to in like the 5-paragraph essays that they write in middle school.
Even if I was gonna release
And that's just him
it,
laying the
this guy
groundwork.
would be strong enough to fly
Nice.
first.
It's just making sure you're all on the same page, really.
Found it. I feel
The same page out of several hundred.
Oh yeah, so I've made my choices, yeah.
Okay.
I want to know what you guys will choose. So Greg goes first, and then Matt, you choose your actual.
I choose this camera.
I
Right?
ain't building a cage, that's for sure.
No,
I
like he
want-
had the adults build it, you dumbass.
No, like, I don't think that building a cage in general for this thing is something that's good. Even knowing what the outcome is, I still want it. Never mind.
He wants it
So
to be
basically-
free.
Yeah. I want it to be Freebird.
Free bird, yeah. Initiate guitar solo.
All right, Matt, what do you choose?
I think we should build a cage for it, because, like, look, let's at least give it a chance, you know? Like, let's give it a chance to, like, get itself up and, like, maybe live. Because either it's going to get killed, like, within, like, 10 minutes, pretty much, it sounds like, or we can at least give it a shot. I'd rather give it a shot. You know?
Okay.
Cage. Or Kitrit. Make the
I'm happy
decision.
to see that you made a choice similar to ours. If your mind is made up, let me reveal the outcome. We passionately nursed it back to health, preparing only the best food for it every day. We even preened its feathers. Later, on the day that Robin left Penacony, we opened the cage door and let it fly back into the sky. I watched it for a long while by the window, probably about 3 or so days. In those 3 long days, the little Charmony dove tried again and again to spread its wings to fly into the sky.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have opened the window and maybe
Yeah.
started on the ground.
137th attempt. It succeeded. But its
You should have had this
strength
bird doing
never
squats.
faded. After
Just
flying
build
unsteadily,
it into a ground
it fell
bird.
to the ground.
Just make it a
Unable to
penguin.
grasp the direction of the air currents.
Or no,
just,
make it
just
an ostrich.
burrowing owl.
An ostrich.
It writhed helplessly in my embrace. But it was all for naught, finally succumbing to a painful demise. And in that instant, our tender care, our given love and hopes, they all became the inevitable push that sent it to its death. I deeply regret the choices.
I mean, you also didn't really give it an
Right.
opportunity to learn to fly either.
Inside, yeah.
This time,
Yeah, you should have taken it out of its cage, yoked it across the room a couple of times.
No!
Or just like let it fly in a small room too.
Yeah, just like take it to like the bathroom and be like, alright, can you like at least
maybe
fly
not
up?
the bathroom, but
Look,
like,
can you
I
at least
don't
fly
know,
up from the
okay.
bathtub to the like shelf or something?
But yeah,
this
like
story
yeah,
happened
I
when
honestly
pointed
do
as
not think
bronze
that keeping a
melodeon,
like especially a
positioned
baby bird
exclusive to the
specifically
Oak
in a
family,
locked cage is a good
charged with
idea.
listening
Like you need to
the
give it
problems of
freedom.
Yeah.
vexations
Like
of
limited
escaped
freedom, mind
residents.
you, but still
need a room
freedom
for it.
Providing
nonetheless.
them with the relevant guidance.
Oh, throw it like a javelin.
No.
No!
Anyway,
Don't
so
treat
if
it like
you
a
choose the
javelin.
other
It's not it's not an RPG, you stupid bastard.
Okay, so if you choose the other option, I believe Sunday says something like, okay, let me list it out for you. There's like 3 different predators, the nights are cold, and the bird is gonna die in like a week or something. And I was just sitting there thinking to myself, like, Sunday, you're just salty. You're just
Yeah.
fucking salty that I don't agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
During that period that I had the opportunity
were you
to
expecting
hear
something
voices
else?
from all
No.
corners of the dreamscape. Joy, sorrow, arrogance, regret. The complex tapestry of human nature that formed the world. And I was fortunate to catch a glimpse of it. He was a dream chaser and an illegal stowaway.
You're gonna
Just
need to
like
narrow
the
that
rest
one
of
down,
them.
buddy.
Yeah.
He came to
We have a
Pentagon
stowaway
in
next to
search
us,
of a
my
better
guy.
life. Except that
We're technically a
most people,
stowaway if you think
the
about it.
price he paid,
We are a stowaway with permission.
I suppose you
Exactly.
could say it was everything.
I meant Firefly.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
I saw
everything you meant has been
everything at
hijacked.
home. The house,
This is a stick
the
up.
land, even
Hand
his
over your
tuition.
ideas and no one gets hurt.
He said he could not afford to raise them, and that at least they could eat if they lived as slaves. He had a plan in place. He would buy back his children once he had made his fortune, and enjoy Penacony's beautiful dream with them.
You know, I get that this is like all this stuff is like it's a bunch of content. There's a chance that you've forgotten stuff, so of course Robin has to explain. But his explanation is alternating between feeling recappy and feeling like it's overlaying too much of Sunday's. I'm sorry, too much of Sunday's personal feelings on it. Like,
I
pick
mean,
one, will you?
To be fair,
that way,
like,
at least he could live
where
peacefully.
we don't see it from Sunday's point of view. We see it from a flashback point of view, right?
Yeah,
so, I think
then
it does
I want
work,
just
but-
then I want just Sunday's bias. Either give me a recap or give me just Sunday's bias. Pick one, please.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the outcome soon.
Bruh.
Now, I'd like you all to make a choice. Will you do as I did and try to convince the Bloodhound family to stop their pursuit so that the Dream Chaser may live peacefully and realize his wishes? Or will you remain silent, leaving him to languish while the hounds are hot on his heels?
I choose neither. I will punish him myself for his foolishness.
You work for me now.
Perhaps they might even alter the outcome of this tragedy.
Real talk, though, like...
L plus ratio, bitch.
I don't know, it's just, like... It's not... Like, the confession was a sham in and of itself, so what's even the point of this one in particular?
Yeah.
This is an emotional manipulation tactic, not an attempt to engage in good faith.
Oh yeah, no, I knew that already, but still. That doesn't stop me from
what
berating.
I'm saying is that's the point in the first place. You asked what's the point. That is the point.
Fair enough.
Would this choice result in? I think Sunday must have been deeply impressed by the limitations of the strong defending the weak through this incident.
Although I detect a note of desperation in how Sunday's framing these. Like, he's
Same.
trying to convince us, but he's also trying to convince himself. Like, there's some part of him that's not wholly sold on this whole thing.
The baby bird story.
Hmm.
And This connection is precisely the breakthrough Sunday aims to use to persuade us. I'd probably choose to ask the Bloodhounds to cease their pursuit.
March?
What do you think?
No thoughts, head empty.
March
Oh,
thinks
damn.
camera angle.
March thinks, can I have March
March
Ace?
But that guy in the story, I don't think he deserves any sympathy at all.
What the fuck, March? I was not expecting that from March. I'm gonna be
I'll
honest.
let her speak.
Sold his kids.
He sold his children, and March is a literal child.
Back for them. It's still insanely irresponsible. With that thought, there's only one choice. Let the Bloodhound send him back home. This person deserves
Oh no,
to
we're
be
having
punished.
disagreements. We're having disharmony.
Yeah.
If we create enough disharmony, then maybe we can, I don't know, disrupt the whole dang thing. We can disharmonize out of Sunday's ear holes, just melt his
Yeah.
brain.
Look, it's that.
Anyways.
Look at that big thing on the stick.
Hey,
Look-
Sunday!
No,
Want to
like,
hear me sing a song?
welcome. No, like it's like
Anyway.
that episode of Jimmy Neutron where they go into Carl to like figure out the virus, and they're like, "Look, there's Carl's brain," and she's like, "Where is it? Is it that thing on a stick?" And it's just this tiny little thing.
I forgot about that, which is funny because I remember most of the episode.
That episode's a good one, man.
Alright. Now, Greg, what do you choose?
Greg, what's your decision here, my guy?
Honestly, I don't know, because this feels like very much a not my business, and on the grounds of it being a very much a not my business, I would probably say to just do nothing, but that's my stance as an uninvolved party who doesn't care whether this guy gets what's coming for him. So my choice doesn't really hold weight in that matter.
Okay, so then basically Greg is saying left. Got it. All right, Daniel. What about you?
I'm saying left, but
I'll
for no
say
good
what
reason.
I did afterwards.
I mean,
Yeah, you don't get it out of me yet.
Oh, I know, but I'm thinking like, okay, so he came here by selling everything, but he still cheated his way in and sold his children into slavery. Should we tell him to, like, hey, wait a minute, I'll tell him to stop and you can, like, earn your way back to getting your kids and stuff. But the problem is, we don't, at this point, know what happened to his kids.
The problem is also that that's not explicitly an option. It's closest to convince the bloodlines to cease pursuit, but that may not be true to your intent.
Well, what will you do?
I mean, the guy came all the way here, so... But, like, I don't know, man. Fuck!
Yeah, we're making you think.
The enemy of a COD player, logic.
This isn't even so much logic. You can go with your gut, with your emotions if you want to.
I know. Trying to think what I would do in this situation, because, like, I'd be fucking pissed if someone told me, yeah, I sold my kids into slavery to try to give them a better life, which, like, I think that's, like, been a thing in human history. Like, people
Yes, it
sold
has,
their
very
each other.
much so.
Like, it's still a thing. It's like, it's literally dowry. Like, in India, it's literally dowry. Like, to a point. But, like...
So not literally dowry, though.
No, but, like, it's close enough. It's the closest allegory I can think of. But, like, people have legit sold their kids into slavery because they need a better life. Like, which is just horrifying. My God.
But you can also kind of see where they're coming from if you tilt your head and squint.
Yeah. Like, you can be like... Well, you have, like, literally have run out of options. Can you stop playing on your phone, Kalis?
No. He is literally a mobile game character. He's just too self-aware.
Alright, you can be Lynx then. Fuck it. But, I think I'll go with, I'll go with this one, I feel. Let me try that and see what happens.
But in the words of that one PCA guy, those who violate the law will be punished.
I'm
Fuck
honored
PC.
to witness you arriving at the same decision. First, the outcome. He attained major success. After avoiding capture, he ran a business for a few years, very quickly making a name for himself, elevating his status. He might not have become a tycoon like old Audie, but he was considered a character of excellent repute. Now then, did he realize the wish he set out to achieve? No. The last time I saw him was in the real world, where the hounds were going to permanently exile him, and I was the accompanying Bronze Melodia. The mission was simple.
Well,
Listen to the criminal's repentance. He told me the reason he was in this predicament was because he conspired to usurp the head of the Alfalfa family. When I asked him about his 2 children, he instead responded with a question. What children?
Fuck that
In the
guy.
end, my heart aligned with the harmony, and the good deed I dared to undertake held no value, turning instead into a wrongdoing.
So because you
Great.
tried to do something nice and it
And countless
just
oppressed
blew up in your
individuals.
face,
Yeah.
we are now fully subscribing to consequentialism.
As to your choice.
A good
Honestly,
action having a bad outcome means that we should never make good actions again.
honestly, like, Sunday's entire spiel here kind of strikes me as a naive person.
Is my
Yeah.
He is
Or like a person
incredibly
that-
He hasn't been
naive.
out much.
No, the way that he's treating the philosophy of what should or shouldn't be done based on what happens in his limited time horizon is the same as saying that we should be commending the people who killed Bruce Wayne's parents so that we got Batman, without considering that the escalating arms race between Batman and the criminals is what got Gotham into its state in the first
What
place.
surprised
True.
me was that the Dream Master had only come to deliver a letter to me. He let me read its contents, and it was a letter from my sister.
Oh boy.
The letter contained the usual pleasantries, anecdotes from her travels. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Anyway, must fix
Just
face,
as
but I
started
assure you I'm still
wondering
here.
How this
Okay.
letter related to our discussion, the Dream Master began to speak.
Do you know who wrote this letter?
Do you know the
Sister,
Muffin
Of
Man?
course. But
Who
why
lives
would
on
you
Drury
personally
Lane?
visit me to hand me a letter from my sister containing mere trivialities?
To help you grasp the full scope of this issue. Do you know where Robin is at this moment?
From what the letter indicates, she must be in Caspelina 8, correct? She's touring there right now.
Correct. Has she mentioned anything
A stray bullet.
about a stray bullet?
Straight bullet. What the fuck?
A stray bullet. What?
A war has broken out on that planet. It is because of this very reason that Robin
Oh
chose
boy, she did the
this
Captain America thing.
to spread the word of the harmony
Yeah, something like that.
and to save the lives of that planet. She personally made.
Is that from her character story? Because, like, where they said the bombs? Is that what that's from now?
Possibly.
Because that makes sense, because she went there, and the kids were like, there's bombs outside. She was like, don't worry about it, it's okay.
She hoped to ease the people's suffering with song, and was willing to brave mortal danger to deliver the
Like, go look it up real quick.
supplies. Unfortunately, stray bullets show no such compassion.
Is she alright?
If the operation was successful, she should probably be recovering in the field hospital.
Jesus Christ.
And beyond above, the bullet
Oh,
struck
man.
her neck directly, yet possibly as a reward for her consistent deeds of harmony. It didn't hit any vital arteries.
She's been shot? Jesus. Look out to her, Kafka?
Oh, just what happens in a war.
Jesus.
Damned savages! I'll pack my bags right away. My gratitude for bringing this to my attention, Mr. Gopherwood. Now you understand why she always wears such elaborate neck ornaments, don't you?
To hide the scar.
This happened. Miss Robin.
It's all in the past, so please don't worry.
Why can't I sing? Because you've been
share this
fucking
in the
shot.
eager hope that you will understand the harmony's limitations and predicament.
Right, time for someone to look at her model.
Strong defending the weak sounds.
I mean, she has the neck thing,
It is nothing
as
more than
they
wishful
said.
I know.
You can't see it.
Yeah.
Likewise, I've prepared one last question. One last choice.
Why do I doubt this from you, motherfucker?
Because this is merely a figment of imagination. And would you still support Robin's journey on the path of
Well, what will you do?
Miss Robin's courage is admirable. And here I was thinking she was just another superstar celebrity. But the fact that she's also Mr. Sunday's younger sister? No, I doubt he'd wish harm on his own flesh and blood. No matter how great the ambition.
About that.
I don't know, man. March?
March, give us an option.
Can't
Lord.
believe that happened to Miss Robin. The strong defending the weak is a great mantra, but if I had to pay such a price, I don't know what I'd do.
Alright, March is gonna get stabbed this update. We now will get Preservation March, or something. We'll get Harmony March.
I also love that you said Preservation March as if we don't already have that.
Is she Preservation?
Yes!
I forgot.
Oh, God.
Hell's March.
You've been playing this game for how long and you've only now remembered?
Look, I just farm what you tell me to farm.
Melody March.
Melody March? Now that's coming later. Something tells me. Oh, man.
Anyway. So, what will you do? Well, actually, we need to talk to you.
Boy, it's taking a minute for that to load.
I often feel like
I don't know
similar
why.
scenes on certain nights. In the dream, I see blurry faces. I don't know who they are, but I sympathize with all of them. Fighting for survival against some.
She's been dreaming of a different world, Daniel.
Yeah,
She has
possibly.
seen Kiana and is like, damn, I die like that?
Damn, I really died like this?
Fuck.
Confusion and fear are lucid to me. But I also remember,
I have been told this because Welt cursed me with knowledge.
just like Miss Ryan.
And he's a bastard for that. But still, I gotta save his ass, because he's the only other fucking adult on this train.
Anyway.
If Mr. Sunday's question leaves you puzzled, you should find the answer from your own experiences. With each trailblaze, dangers and tribulations will surely follow. But would you ever back away? Would you stop March
No.
and Don Hung from reaching their next destination? I believe you have an answer of your own in your heart.
Well,
Greg, what do you think? What's your opinion here, Greg?
Greg is typing.
I know, I'm waiting for Greg to type.
I think I need a new face hole, he says.
Great, what else, Greg? What's something that's relevant to this conversation? What are you thinking here? Stop Robin? Or let her keep going? Let Robin get herself killed? If she wants to be? Fair choice. Yeah, that's a fair argument. I mean, like, it's Robin's life. Though, I mean... Shit, if something was happening to my brother, I'd go, like, talk to him. Be like, are you sure about this?
I mean, I definitely try to talk her out of it, which is definitely not in line with support Robin. But
Yeah.
if she's dead set on it, I will do everything I can to make sure that she succeeds and comes back from what she has to do.
Same. Yeah, I'd be like, alright, here, I'm gonna give you some money. Don't do anything fucking stupid. Be
I'm gonna
careful.
give you money, some knives.
Well, that's easy for you to get knives, my guy.
More
It's not hard for you to get
All
knives.
the knives.
I am blind. I mean, yeah, I pretty much agree with Greg's logic. Like, I'd be like, hey, yo,
And
don't.
and I'm
but
loading
like,
you up with a crap ton of snacks.
you only eat like a third of them because it's this amount of snacks I eat.
Food's a valid love language.
Make the choice.
I see.
True. Oh.
I am now aware of everyone's senses. Raising these questions merely serves to illustrate one point. The plight of Penacony.
I don't know how you got to that.
How'd you get to that point?
The true foundation for a sweet dream paradise can only be established through the order where the strong govern the weak. I know.
Yeah, see, like,
being
here's another thing,
protected.
too. How is the strong governing the weak any different than the strong, whatchamacallit?
Helping them out?
When matters don't work out.
No, the strong, taking advantage of the weak, right?
Yeah.
The idea of governing as a different action than taking advantage of is that governing has a sense of responsibility. And if governing is done right, that sense of responsibility means that the people who are being governed benefit from being governed.
Yeah.
When you're taking advantage of people, it is still possible for them to benefit from you taking advantage of them, which means that you're smarter at taking advantage of people, in which case you start leaning into governing through your actions, even if it wasn't your intent, but that's a separate issue.
So what is your definition of living a happy life?
True.
Good question. Human consciousness is fundamentally an illusion. A cage.
Self-worth is an illusion!
People lured in by this illusion make mistakes, yet still ask that external influences bear the burden. When one mistake after the next permeates the masses, they become impossible to trace. Thus, the amassing of these individual cages culminate to form a prison. A place dictated only by the rule of survival of the fittest. Nature
Says the guy who spent the entire past hour
Fuck
tracing
nature,
mistakes.
embrace global warming.
I mean, like, the only thing that I really got out of Sunday's whole spiel is that, like, I want to be the one who controls how people fuck each other over, rather than anything in particular about anything.
I'm agreeing with you on that.
They can cast aside their primal instincts.
See, the thing is, Sunday's philosophy may be inconsistent, but it's a very familiar kind of inconsistent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simply describing thoughts as
It's the self-motivated kind. Gotta
Allow
love
me
it.
to provide a simple example. As you all may know, there are societal norms like weekends and long weekends. That exist on
Okay.
some
You mean
Oh,
Sundays?
yeah.
You mean Sundays,
Long-
bitch?
And long weekends, the ones where you get extra pay for working the same amount of hours.
Hi, I don't get that. I have a salary, so I don't get paid extra for shit on a holiday.
During these hard-earned rest days, people are given the chance.
Yeah, if you earn hourly, working a holiday is great. If you earn salary, you're fucked on a holiday.
Allowing a certain
Money.
return to their
Yeah, I just would like more money. Yeah, I don't get to extricate myself from the stress of everyday life. I have to do laundry and shit, my guy.
I
have to
have
do-
random ass days.
I have to do laundry, get groceries, and recharge my car. And go look at fucking couches. Because my
One of
couch
these
sucks.
days-
A very important part of everyday life, couches.
One
What?
of
Like
these
house
days you will
maintenance, you
discover-
ass.
I know,
No,
but also...
You'll discover specifically that looking at couches has consumed all of your free time.
Yeah, it took me like 2 hours the other day.
Oh my god.
It's just a
Most of that was driving.
that 2 or 3 days are still too fleeting compared to the span of a lifetime.
People
You
don't have
just
to
want
hear.
every day to be Sunday, don't you, my dude?
I mean, it is the holy day. Is it not,
It
Greg?
is his name.
Yes. All right.
He wants every day to be named after him.
Society's ideal system should be 7 rest days. Following Sunday.
I was joking!
I thought you were too. Oh, the background changed.
Of Sundays. This should be the face.
I want every day to be Sunday.
Every day is my day.
Peaceful days.
Yeah, don't have.
Every person can return to their base selves in this
Sunday, I don't want to even see you return to your base self for an instant. I don't want to know what it is. Keep your base self away from me.
Meanwhile,
Your base self is disgusting. Go away.
holding one another, unencumbered by the chains of unwelcome obligation.
Your base self smells like burnt chicken. It's all dry and stringy.
Ew.
There will be no need to bear the hardships of reality. Only in this way can humanity face the inevitable end.
That's one way of putting that.
Yeah.
Living a life of dignity. This is what it is to live in bliss.
You know, I know a place.
That's how
You know,
it's
Sunday. I
lived,
knew
yeah.
a place where people didn't have to work, and they were all chill. It's called the Matrix pre the war. You know what happened? The robots fucking rebelled.
No. So when I read that, I was like, "Is this communism?"
Oh yeah, true. It is literally
what-
communism. It's the argument for communism.
No, it's what people want to make you think communism would be like.
Communism
And then it's
on
not.
paper. Hey, everyone's equal. Communism on paper. I am Stalin. Fuck you.
You said communism on paper for both of those.
Well, I mean,
I guess one
it's
of those
different
papers was a
pieces of
history
paper.
book.
Yes.
Multiple
Yes.
papers.
No, it's the other side of the same piece of paper.
Two sides of the same paper.
You who are stricken with entropy loss syndrome. You of all.
Oh, you're really going there.
You're really going there, buddy. Firefly.
Yeah, I
Aren't
don't-
you an
Neck punch.
asshole?
I don't know how he thought that would go over well with
Yeah.
anyone present.
It sounds like a flawless theory.
Oh god, Marsh has been
What?
infected.
March is being convinced. Oh god.
But what is the price to attain all this?
$2.
It's
It is my new
$2.
merely a personal and eternal.
It's $1.50. It's like a hot dog at Costco. It's just
If this
$1.50.
Paradise is to be maintained for everyone. Someone must remain trapped in solitary awakening until the end of the cosmos.
And what if that someone breaks?
Then you get a new somebody, and it turns into just Fallout.
Every
the
day
balls.
is Sunday.
Which means that this so-called paradise is still a dream. Stepping into this paradise means forsaking reality, correct?
And there's the philosophical argument that we were all looking for.
Seeking, but transcending. Flesh, blood, sorrow, weakness.
My man is
The physical
coping
is the root
incredibly
of
hard
spiritual
right now.
Yeah.
It's only logical that we defeat it.
But in this supposed bliss,
He has come full circle and reached angry,
chance to
angsty
overcome their
Buddhism.
tribulations would be effortless.
Buddhism.
Yes,
Oh,
because he's finding the root of suffering in the physical and trying to transcend. And that's the first belief system I could think of that does anything remotely similar.
So he's the goddamn
Apologies to-
flood. He gives up on the physical, turns into basically nothing, and then, but when he comes back, it's really fucked.
Apologies to any Buddhist viewers. I know I butchered that one real hard.
You heard, you know what the flood is, like how the flood works, right?
Yes.
In pre the game canon.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's basically he was arguing for that. Forgive the flesh. And then they're like, okay. And then they came back hundreds of thousands of years later and were like, yo,
We
I'm the
forgave our
flood.
flesh.
Fuck you. I'm the flood. Yeah, the flood
I feel
is
like they skipped a couple.
all-encompassing.
Way of understanding.
I'll send
We
you a more
didn't.
video.
We did not skip anything important. Trust me.
No, trust me. There's a lot of garbage in there, but I will send you a
We can
more video.
escape, or everybody can escape. They'll just end up in a completely different cage, one where they're tied to strings.
We're all-
are.
I would love it
we
if
are
he just
climbing-
went full. We're in a video game.
We are climbing directly into Plato's cave. Because Plato's cave has good graphics and a satisfying gameplay cycle, and
Staring at the wall.
It is because we are afraid.
afraid to
Yes, we are
awake from our
staring
dreams.
at the shadows cast on the
This is
wall
not
by
an
our...
Dude, I sleep because I get fucking tired.
Only in acknowledging this.
There's a reason I take
can
melatonin
we
on the
truly
weekends.
Understand the frailty of
But today I
human
slept
nature.
until like 11 a.m. It was
And
nice.
from there,
I sleep because if I stay up too long, I
and
run into
protection.
walls.
Same. It's just not good for me if I'm up that late. I need to go to sleep at some point.
We'll find a way.
I admit
Wait.
that you are a born leader. Your perspective on humanity brims with pessimism.
Well.
Yet you express compassion for all. Even when your heart pities.
I hear the bird. Do you hear the bird?
Yes, I hear the bird. It's called Sunday.
But
No,
unlike
the other
you,
bird.
I hear tinnitus, that's a bird.
for the self.
Ugh.
From my perspective, individuals making choices for themselves is their birthright. The want to
Preach!
escape may be innate in the weak. But whether they are weak or not, it is not up to another to decide.
Preach!
That's in your mind. You also view me as weak?
Damn.
If you view Firefly as weak, you're gonna get decked.
Yeah, you got a problem, bud.
Because I don't think so.
Wonder if he knows.
He probably
Since Miss
does.
Firefly has said her piece, the Astral Express will also naturally...
He knows with his head, and soon he will know with every square inch of his body as he is
Just
pummeled
as
into
Mr.
oblivion.
McHale instructed before. Tell him our choice.
We made a choice, go for it.
Cutscene? Oh, we're
No, we
teleporting.
got another bit of story to go through.
Oh my god. Not long ago.
What is this place?
Huh?
Does this place ring any bells, Misha?
What the hell?
I don't know. But I feel a
How did I
sense
end
of-
up here?
Why are we back here again?
What is this place?
Hell. It's hell. It's something unto death.
Realm within a dream bubble. This was left to the Astral Express by a nameless, but weirdly, when we entered it, it was completely empty. Dr. Edward from the Dreamscape sales store told me that dreams are formed from memories, and a dream bubble can't take shape if its core
Stupid
is
watch.
So I thought you might be able to help us in unraveling this mystery, Misha. As a hotel doorman, you know Penacony best among us.
I don't know shit.
I don't know much about dream bubbles. But if you want to figure out what this mansion is, I'll do my best.
I'm counting on you then.
Himeko, I still don't get it. Why were you so sure that Misha had a connection?
I wasn't sure. It was just a hunch. But since Misha
that's
feels
helpful.
familiar with this place,
Oh, good.
my hunch might be correct.
Oh shit, there's gonna be Northern Lights tonight, gentlemen.
Yep. Apparently,
So
Although-
prepare for
Wasn't
your
like a
GPS to
comet
not
shower
really...
a couple days ago too.
Yes, but the Northern
Everything's
Lights, it's a severe, yeah, so I'm looking... It's a
It's
G4
a
magnetic...
EMP.
It's a G4 geomagnetic storm. The best chance to see it is between 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. Look to the north.
Well, gee.
But shocker, look to the north.
yeah.
For the...
You know,
Time to
From
drive
what-
to where there's nothing.
yeah, from
Well,
what
is it
I'm
gonna
hearing,
happen
we
everywhere?
are at a
lot
at a
of-
low enough latitude. It's going to be hard to see.
So
I'm going to the fucking hills, my guy.
Head for the hills.
We're drawing closer to the
I know where to
shore
go.
once more.
Anyway,
Give Misha some
Go up.
time, as I believe
Just
we
go-
will unveil the
Just go
secret.
up.
Just go like 3 kilometers up.
This...
You'll be fine.
All right, but there are doors all over the place.
what door are we supposed to go to again? That one over there. Which one? That one.
I'm not
Actually, I do
sure.
not recommend you going 3 kilometers up because with your positioning and your luck, you'll probably hit an AC 130 on the way back down.
Yeesh.
You managed to choose the right door on your first try?
Looking for
Oh no,
collectibles.
Misha has access to the map.
Oh god, Misha beat part of the world.
Misha has better access to the map than we do.
This place is quite different from the hotel. But I just I feel like I've been here before, and if I remember correctly,
Deja vu, I've been in
there
this place
should be a
before.
fireplace down that hallway.
And I know it's my time to
Floppy
go.
and I used to sit by the fire, listening to the crackling of firewood. And the room on the other side was the toy room. I loved spreading out all the toys from the box on the floor and making up stories for each of them. Hold on. This doesn't make sense. Didn't I grow up in Dreamflux Reef? So,
I don't know, did you?
what is this place?
This could be a case of amnesia. Don't worry, Asia. It's common.
Or you
for
could have
everyone to
absorbed somebody
forget
else's
certain
soul into your
aspects of
body.
the past.
Oh, good.
Those memories haven't vanished. They're just lying in the depths of your mind. Since this place seems familiar to you,
Yeah, then let's check.
That music cue was late.
No, it was exactly on time. It was exactly per its own schedule.
Origami.
Yes, the ever wonderful. I arrive on my own time.
It's a member of the Compass crew, just like Clocky and Miss Mirror. And there's more than just one origami bird. They are a big family with lots of brothers and sisters who look the same. They follow Miss Mirror's orders and handle all sorts of jobs on the ship. They're the best sailors.
Sailors?
So that's a challenge.
Can origami birds be sailors?
They can turn it. They can turn the wheel.
could
Can
you
they,
tell us more
though?
about the
But which sailors can they be? Popeye the Sailor Man sailors or Sailor Moon sailors?
Captain Jack Sparrow's sailors.
Oh no, not the Captain Jack Sparrow.
Dun 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 dun
Bound
dun.
for the new
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
world. Clocky and his partners travel through layers of fog to the depths of the sea. Whenever there is danger, Clocky will use a compass and guide the ship in the right direction.
That's a great story. But in the Penacony cartoon, Clocky and his partners have always lived in Dreamville and never ventured out, right?
Huh? That does seem to be the case. Weird. I clearly remember Clocky.
My
Hmm.
memories are different than yours.
Clocky has a hidden past.
So, where has Clocky gone? Did he leave to protect Dreamville?
He's over there.
I don't like that.
You're like what?
It said just like they did with Clocky. That audio is weird, man. That is some weird audio.
TikTok.
No,
TikTok.
no, it sounded like Himiko sounded when we did the Dream Bubbles. Her voice, it sounded like that.
My God.
What? It did.
Well, that's a
Okay,
very
buddy.
specific thing for it to sound like.
Talking to? Do you know?
I'm sorry. I don't know much about the Watchmaker. But Mikhail.
Anything special?
Mikhail is Grandpa's name.
Grandpa? Do you mean you're the Watchmaker's grandson?
But we haven't heard anything about the
mean-
Watchmaker having descendants. And the name Mikhail is not rare. Perhaps it's merely a coincidence.
One hell of a coincidence, then.
Could you tell us more about your grandpa, Mikhail?
Yeah, sure. He was a seafarer who fearlessly ventured into mysterious seas.
Oh no, he
exploring.
is Captain Jack
He was always on
Sparrow.
the sea and had
All right.
lots of friends who accompanied him on his travels. He didn't want me to call him Grandpa because that would make him sound old. He believed he was still young. The name Mikhail was given to him by his parents, Mahaley and Elise, both renowned seafarers. Every time he came back, he'd share his logbook with me and tell me about his adventures at sea. I want to become a great adventurer, just like him.
Well, you need to take an arrow to the knee first.
This is not Skyrim. We already played Skyrim.
With the Watchmaker. So Perhaps it's just a coincidence.
No, if you want to become a great adventurer sailing the seas, first thing you do is you eat a devil fruit.
On a new journey.
This is a good plan.
It's been
Yeah, Daniel, here you go, by
a
the way.
while since I last saw him.
What are you doing?
Oh, that's
oh my
freaking
God.
loud.
Why are you playing it? Aren't you gonna get copyright struck?
I disabled my mic on OBS. So you guys could hear that, stream can't.
Well, with how loud that
thanks.
was, I wouldn't be surprised if stream picked it up anyway somehow.
I legit hit the
through
mute
us.
button.
If it blasted out of my headphones into my computer mic, I would be totally unsurprised.
Look, there it is.
Ooh, big waterfall.
We've been here before, remember?
I know.
The water resembles a precious jewel.
But I should probably kill YouTube before it accidentally plays that audio again.
Seafarers.
Yeah, YouTube's dead.
What do you mean? It's not gonna do
The
that.
shimmering lights beneath the waves. It feels as though I'm back in this place, standing by your side.
Turn my-
Have you recalled anything, Misha?
Isha, what the fuck are you talking
I
about?
saw these sentences in Grandpa's logbook. He used to say that despite the perils of the sea, whenever he stood on the deck in the afternoon, overlooking the sparkling waves, he would think of this fountain in front of his house. He often said that those moments felt like returning to his family's side, and the difficulties
Hooray, we returned.
seemed quite as challenging.
You know, I quite understand such sentiments.
I'm getting gray hair.
Stop sounding like an elder!
I was just being a bit sentimental.
Perhaps every.
Well, you sound like an elder.
Carries a
March is the oldest.
March is an Aeon, which I know is a theory.
Shrouded in the unknown.
Well, we haven't disproven
The fountain in
that
front of
one.
his house serves as a compass, leading him back to his cherished ones.
Yeah.
Marches, no comment, redacted, spoiler
I
warning.
would stand by the fountain.
Spoiler warning for version like 5.4.
Toy boat that I made into the pool.
Coming 2020.
I would ask him to go on
7.
adventures like him, and he would always
Spoiler
laugh
warning for
to say
Honkai
his
Impact
friends
version
were young.
247 point
It seems this
par.
is truly
Coming in
Did
2146.
you just say
do with the
par?
watchmaker.
I don't know, I don't listen to half the things I
Based
say.
on Misha's recollections, the scenes in the dream bubble appear to be his childhood memories.
Look, I'm not at work. Do you think I'm watching my brain to mouth filter? It just does what it
Misha,
wants.
he was clearly born on an ocean
Just don't say
island
anything
or
specifically
near
stupid
the
that I'll get
site,
canceled for.
with no connection to Penacony
No
at all.
promises.
Don't say
I
the
promise to
N-word.
try.
Don't say the N-word.
Metaphor? Perhaps the sea refers to the memory zone.
No, it's the Sea of Quantum.
Nougat.
I'm sorry.
The sea of
Sure.
nougat.
Nougat. It's the shitty topping for candy.
Pouring out
I hate nougat. Yeah, I'm not a fan of nougat.
Flowing from a fountain.
I like it in some very, very specific moods.
Just give me pure chocolate or Reese's. I love Reese's. Reese's is the best.
Nougat is a good melancholy candy.
Yeah. I don't like almonds in there either.
We're going to the opposite side, right?
No,
Are we?
we should turn left here.
Turn left is the next intersection.
Huh?
Take
Something
next
feels
left, then arrive at your
different about
destination.
this place.
This is it. I remember this corridor.
Now, can Matt figure out where the door is?
Look, I'm looking for like chests and shit.
There are no chests here, or rather,
don't
any
care.
chest-
It is.
Any chest you could find, you would have found here,
Study.
theoretically.
It was in that room. Saw him the last time.
You do need to proc the event first before you can do the
Not even the
puzzle.
sea you can stop us.
The atmosphere in this room feels totally different.
Clocky!
We have arrived!
Here. Yeah. This is the room where we first met each other.
Are those books on the bookshelf logbooks left behind by that seafarer?
Yeah. Whenever he came back, he placed a logbook on the bookshelf in his room. They contain records of his expeditions to every corner of the world. He described our world as a fountain. At some point, the sea started to gradually swallow up the land where people lived.
Oh
So,
god, Fontaine.
To ensure that
Fountain,
everyone had land to
glug.
settle in.
Fontaine.
We're literally in
Had to
Fontaine.
continue
Oh, I saw a
exploring
restaurant the other day that had the Fontaine in the
search
name.
for the source of the rise of
Nice.
seawater.
And I was like, oh, good.
On that day, he called me to his study, telling me that he was embarking on another journey. However, I could sense the gravity in his expression. It was the same look I had seen on my father's face. I asked him if I could go with him, but he said that my adventure lay elsewhere, and told me to stay home, and patiently await a certain sound at the door.
There you go.
What
There's
was
your
that
sound.
sound?
It was. There you go. That's the sound. Desk pounding.
What sound?
He told me about a vast ocean in the sky. An ocean of stars. He spoke of a train that transports children with a desire to venture far
The Polar
away,
Express.
crossing the sea of stars without ever stopping.
I mean...
Good book, good movie.
He said that
CG does not hold up well, but that's Zemeckis for you.
that he had asked them to take me along. He said the journey I had always dreamed of would start there.
A train? Could it be?
It's the Astral Express.
Is it?
I remember now.
Yes.
Grandpa's friends are a group of nameless who came to this world to resolve a disaster caused by a star.
That's a Stellaron.
Then, he gave his pocket watch to me,
And he said, run, kid, run!
appearing in every one of his adventure tales. He explained that difficult times were ahead, but assured me that the watch would guide me. He said, as long as I kept moving forward.
All right, let's keep moving forward from Meet the Robinsons, chat.
Just keep moving, just keep moving. This
No,
is
it's just
how
keep
we do
swimming,
it.
you dummy.
It was as if I
Yeah, it's
heard
close enough.
the distant sound of a train whistle echoing throughout the room.
You know what's bad is I was trying to think of a train whistle, and I thought of the goddamn shark's gull horn.
Good job.
And then we followed that whistle, didn't we?
And
Now I'm
couldn't
thinking.
even begin
Now I'm thinking of Caltrain.
You're getting warmer.
That's a real
think I
train.
can still find
It's a
the
commuter
way
train, but it's a real
back there.
train. It's electric
Yeah,
now.
but is that the train that you were looking for?
Gets me to a couple cities I need to get to sometimes.
Yes, but for the whistle, this wasn't the whistle you're looking for.
I'll pull up the Caltrain whistle on my goddamn
This
phone.
is the dream jigsaw, right?
Do you remember? You said you obtained a mysterious shard.
Yes, it was a Stellaron.
Shape seems to match.
Looks like we're just one step from revealing.
All right.
Now, let's see your puzzle-solving prowess in it.
I love how immediately Greg was just like, let's see. Oh, here we go again.
And
No, I was rotating it, you bastard. What? There we go. Oh, it's a book. Hey, it's a light cone. We found a light cone.
Good job.
now go up and talk to it. It wants to. I don't know. It wants your number or something.
Into the dreamscape.
You're being propositioned by a light
This
cone.
is it. This is my room of clocks.
Welcome
I spent
to
my
Clocky
time waiting
Space.
For Grandpa to return from his voyage. Walter gave me this workshop, and it became my secret base here. I learned how to repair clockwork and gears out of my fondness of precision mechanics. In my dreams, I was the captain of the compass, embarking on adventures with my companions, Clocky and Miss Mirror, in search of the new world.
Mexico?
I was born and raised here.
So, this building in the dream bubble is your childhood home?
Yes, but not exactly.
Huh?
To be more precise, this dream bubble itself is my home.
What?
Looks like
Let
you've
him cook.
remembered everything now.
Okay.
Wait. Why does it feel like everyone else knows something I don't?
March,
March, do you remember when he mentioned a clocky that only he could see?
Yeah, the little guy here, right? But we all saw him in Dreamflux Reef, right? And Mr. Yang even greeted him.
Looks like everyone on the Astral Express has a childlike spirit.
You haven't met Don Hung yet.
The answer lies in the Astral Express. His experience shows.
I bet
that
Boothill
neither
could see him.
Firefly nor
Honestly, I don't
Firefly
doubt
can
that.
see
I
the
think
sky.
Bootho will be like, what is that? I'ma shoot it.
And when we were in Dreamflux Reef,
Hello,
we
friend,
noticed
with, like, the
that
magnum
for
pointing at
some
Clocky's
reason,
face.
Nobody outside of the crew
turns out Clocky has a quicker draw than Boothill.
I noticed that too, yeah, no one was talking to Clocky.
A mimetic life that can
Yeah,
only
see,
be
like,
seen by a select
when we
few.
first meet him,
It's just like a hidden
you think that
Someone
it's only you,
for the
but you have to
news.
consider that you weren't with any other members of the Astral Express during times you saw Clocky
True,
up until
true.
this patch.
That's true.
But Misha can see Clocky too, right? They even grew up together.
He
And
has a
Misha hasn't
ticket!
Started the way of the Trailblazers
Misha is
yet.
Clocky.
He's just Clocky. Okay.
Have you ever seen them in the same room together, like about now?
Yes!
Take a moment to recall.
What is it, like he's his daemon from Golden Compass?
No, he's his persona.
Have you ever
Persona.
seen anyone outside of the crew?
But I hope anyone else understood that reference from that old book series. Good books! Movies, don't talk about them.
You're the one who brought them up. I successfully managed to forget they existed.
The answer.
Well, they made a BBC show. I think I've heard that's good.
This dream bubble is
I have heard
the
absolutely
first
nothing about it because I refuse to have expectations.
Well, I heard it was good.
I'm a dweller in this.
Anyway, man is
Just like a
man is
memory
spitting
zone.
facts.
Misha is a meme. Congratulations, Misha. You're a meme. Let's post you all over goddamn Twitter.
I should have stayed here and waited for you. But when reality and memories merged, I unconsciously pushed open that door and left the
I
bubble
gently opened the
Clocky.
door.
Oh, my guitar
So it's not
gently
that the
weeps.
Watchmaker's dream bubble is empty, but rather the stuff inside ran away?
Yes,
And the whistle you heard.
it fucking
was the
left.
sound of the express arriving at Penacony?
That's one way to see it, but I believe there's a longer story behind all this. How about we start with your name? Now should we...
Thank you all for helping me rediscover my true self.
It is Persona.
Please allow
You already
me
did
to
get a hit of
introduce
Persona in Sparkle's
Let
shadow
him
when she
fucking talk.
pat himself in the face.
I was born on Lushaka in the Presmere system, adopted by seafarers Mikhail and Char. They gave me a treasure, a name that carried their hopes.
Oh?
Mikhail Char Legwork, or simply Misha.
Oh.
If you prefer, you can call me by a more familiar name.
Yo, let's go. He's the Watchmaker, which has been everyone's theory for a while.
So
Well, yes.
you're
Then Clocky is his persona.
This. God damn it, yes.
Unfortunately,
But real talk, like this is
that
like
legendary figure.
this is Misha is more so the the Watchmaker's memory rather than
The Watchmaker's legacy. Let's go. That's the
Well,
legacy.
Yeah, I guess that also works.
Let's
The
go. We
Watchmaker's
figured it out.
peg leg.
We found the legacy chat. All right, Misha, we're gonna take you. We'll go to the express. We're gonna fucking leave. We're taking Robin, and we're taking Robin with us. We're getting the fuck out of this place. We're gonna go back to
Watchmaker's
Bellabog.
Penacony.
We're gonna launch nukes at this place, and then we're going back to
We're all
Bellabog.
fucking leaving.
We're all leaving. Gallagher's coming too. Something unto death. that ain't coming with us, but
If
you
you
know,
Something
fit
unto
on the
death
train,
can-
we're taking it with us.
it's not going on the train.
Something unto death can ride on top.
It's our new hood ornament.
As for the child who has been with you, he's the innocent protagonist of Misha's childhood dream. A friend of Clocky, a young apprentice, and a future mechanic on the Express. And this also marks the beginning of his journey, devoted to the Trailblaze.
At the end of the journey,
Oh,
I left this little flame, which I so cherished, in my deepest dreams, hoping to pass it on to the nameless of future generations. However, he somehow left the dream bubble and forgot all about his task.
Damn it, Misha, you had one job!
Because he was born with a desire to trailblaze, wasn't he? I don't think Misha has forgotten his role as a guide. He remembered it. And that's why he mistakenly appeared as a hotel doorman in his dream from the very beginning. The one who brought our unconscious friend here must have been Misha. If that's the case, we encountered the Watchmaker's legacy from the beginning, didn't we?
true.
Well, I have a sarcastic friend who says I always take big detours and end up back where I started.
Would your sarcastic
That's
friend
what
having
every
to,
alien
or
has to go
name
through.
having to start with a G?
In the end,
Yeah.
you found me. I'm sure you're all wondering what my legacy is. I believe my hound has mentioned the Stellaron and my wealth. If I may apologize, the Stellaron part is real. As for my wealth,
No, we're not gonna be able to pad back Fireflyer 20,000
this
money.
rumor.
But I didn't spend 20,000, chat. I spent one item. I did not make her sad. Also, I've been seeing
Not in
memes.
that specific way.
And embarked on the
Well, I made her
However-
sad when she watched herself get killed in front of me.
to various
No, you made her sad because, as the main character, your very presence is designed to inflict events of sadness upon others.
and
Yes.
fought for its future ever since. I've been moving forward all my life, doing what I could to overcome the obstacles in my path. But ultimately,
Well, did you try destroying them?
my journey reached its end.
Have you tried pile bunking everything in your way?
Possessions were rejoicing. So, if you ask what's
So just
left,
pile bunk Sunday?
worn
I
out
mean, you tell me
I'm
that
down to
that's not
try.
an easy solution to all of our problems.
That definitely would be a very easy solution, just pile bunker.
It would just create one new problem. Somebody's got to clean up the mess.
That's
no, that's
fine.
not our fault.
That's not our
our
fault.
fault.
Misha has a mop. We're good.
Now that you're well aware of the current situation of Penacony, I certainly hope that you'll help me get this world back on track. But I'll leave that decision to you. For the path of Trailblaze is never paved by others. All I have for you is a story and 2 gifts.
Please don't tell us stories. Sunday's told us enough stories.
It has accompanied me throughout my long journey, guiding that naive child forward, and has been blessed with the presence of so many great people up to this day. And my hat, too.
Ooh.
Hat! We get a hat! We get a hat! I want my hat! Give me my fucking hat! Give me my hat!
Thought in my mind. The Trailblazing Expedition. Now, it's time for you to make your choice. Once you
Go fight against your fate.
I'm gonna go get a hat.
and enter the long dream of an old man.
I don't know if I want to
For
do it.
you at the end of this corridor of time.
Oh,
Yeah, so this one's gonna be
Let's make a
a bit
decision.
long, but it
I
should
don't
take
think
us to the
anyone will have
next
any
point in
objections.
which we can break. So let's keep going.
I choose the Trailblaze.
Of course.
We're gonna blaze a trail all over the place.
It's unanimous. Then let's proceed together to the end of this stream.
I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna get a hat. I'm gonna go get a hat, chat.
Oh my god.
Get one of my favorite hats.
Matt is in fact a hat man.
No, 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 Hat Man.
Hat Man. Do 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 do.
I really wanted to wait for actual hat for that, but there was.
Well, we can do it
All
again.
right, I got a hat.
Well,
I'll put it
I
on when
couldn't
we get our
say.
hat.
Well, go into the hallway then.
Cutscene? Ah, yes, Black Swan.
and other
Excellent.
stuff.
That's relevant.
Mikhail, where are you going?
Someone has to step up and save Lushaka. So why can't it be me, Misha?
Please don't go. And if you must, please take me with you. Don't leave me alone.
Even without me, you know how to proceed forward, brave Captain Misha. The compass is waiting for you. Haven't you always wanted to be a better adventurer than me? Now go. Board that
Well, I
train.
wanted to be a better
Start your
adventurer
journey.
with you.
I wanted to surpass you where you could see me.
I'm going to clean the floor in the
I wanted to rub it in your face.
Wait, first tell me, did you fix this watch?
Yeah.
I know what it looked like before. Its chain was broken, the back case torn, and the marks on the dial all worn out. How did you manage to fix it?
Well, it's
I
hard to
punched it.
explain, but I knew it could be fixed. It's the hands.
I am the
hands.
watchman, sir.
Its hands were intact and pointing in the right direction, so I knew there would be a way to fix the rest.
Huh. No, so this is the previous navigator before Himiko.
I see.
Yeah. I think you were able to get this guy as one of your potential
Tinker with this train?
trailblazer people if you had done the survey or all the things from Cosmo Odyssey. I think I got him actually. I don't quite remember.
But I only know how to fix watches.
Don't worry.
Well, you're gonna learn how to fix a train now, kid.
Where are you going, legwork? It's time to head to our next stop.
Next navigator.
I'm staying in Astana with Rosalina and Tiernan.
I see. This place reminds you of home.
The people of Astana have only achieved.
Now, I really like the art for these.
Still have a long way
Yeah,
to go
they're good.
towards true freedom. Hanunu needs us. Don't worry. Not all journeys lead to the stars. Even if I leave the express,
Some of them leading to the ground.
Trailblaze.
Like this one, Geronimo.
I knew you wouldn't stay on the express forever. Leave in peace, my friend. And,
It's dangerous to go alone.
This is Mr. Amundsen's hat. But what?
when he
Hat.
departed, he said he was the best student.
I will mute you, Greg. Jesus Christ.
I suppose the time has come.
The funny thing is, I tried to say hat normally. It just came out like that the first time.
It
and
sounded
I
like
decided to
Gollum.
make it repeat
It
it.
sounded like
normal.
Gollum, you bastard.
So I decided, can I repeat that? And yes, it's totally replicable.
Don't worry, Micah. Just going on a little trip. Someone has to be at the
That's what
forefront
you said the
of
last time, and you ended up with a sword in your
I'm the only former
face.
nameless in Penacony. So why can't
And a
we
bone in your sword.
Because you're all we have. Have you forgotten about Tiernan? The cosmos is way more dangerous now. What will happen to Penacony if we lose you too?
Sounds like Dun Hung.
But what will happen to Penacony if we don't find a way out? Tiernan.
Well, what'll happen to Penacony if everything goes to shit,
I
eh?
spent countless sleepless nights.
In general,
asking
what will
myself
happen to
why I did
Penacony?
back then. We
I
nameless
mean, that's
won't
an
stop.
excellent question if you think
Don't worry,
about it.
Micah. It's just a matter of getting back to my
Well,
profession.
thanks. Now I'm worrying about it even
Come
more.
back. But if I don't come back in one piece, then you'll become the next watchmaker.
If I don't find the One Piece,
You will become the next watchmaker, points
You're
out
here.
Mika.
Answer my question. What
points at the hat.
Hi, Gallagher.
Relax, Gallagher. I just came up with a great idea. Wanna hear it?
Gallagher,
Oh,
I
come
don't
on.
believe you.
Aren't all your ideas just ways to get yourself killed? I may be blunt here, but You're the last remaining hero in Penacony. If you die too, the secret of the Stellaron will go to the grave with you.
Yes, I'm afraid there's no way out in Penacony, so I'll have to consider alternatives beyond Asdana. We'll organize a festival using the Watchmaker's legacy as a facade, and send invitations
Old
to the
man,
entire
what are you
cosmos
talking about?
to gather people here.
So, a desperate struggle against the family?
Desperate? Don't we have you here, my friend? This task is challenging, but what hasn't been challenging for us along the way? Well, whatever you do, remember, make sure to send an invitation to the Astral Express.
Misha! Where are you going?
Oh, it's you, Clocky. Take me to Dreamflux Reef. Last night, I had a long dream about the day we met. I want to write down that dream.
Write it down? Why?
Oh, so I won't forget it. Do you remember how you got your name, Clocky?
Of course.
Well, gee.
You told me that when you were a kid, you lived in a room full of clocks. Those wall clocks and pocket watches grew up with you and were your best friends.
Yes, but what I didn't mention was there's a funny misunderstanding behind it. I was a kid, and there was always a special pocket watch in my memories. It was with my grandpa, guiding him on his sea voyages.
And it was never the same watch because it kept breaking and you kept fixing new ones.
Pocket watch like that too. And that's when you appeared in my dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
We boarded the compass and set sail together.
But you know what? It
What?
wasn't until the day my grandpa gave it to me.
This person doing an old man voice is really good because it's just as irritating as listening to an actual old man. I'm glad my grandparents
This
don't talk
man
like
is
this.
dying here, and you're telling him this on his deathbed?
Sure, why not?
So,
wow.
Your name should have been Compound.
And the watchmaker.
But also, the way it's said is very close to a different word.
Yes, it is. Finally, free.
We've arrived at
Freedom!
So, where to next?
You know, Clocky, I don't think I'll be going anywhere else.
It's time.
It's time to go faster.
Need to go deeper.
I remember doing that too. But also, it's time to get stuck on the chair. It's time for the bench again. This is the Spider-Man bench.
Spench a bench. Spench a bench.
Let me get into
Does
position.
whatever a bench a stench.
Nope, I get to stand next to it.
I've traveled far enough. It's time for a little break.
Oh,
I will travel across the land, searching far and wide.
set out again. When you're rested?
Oh, poor Clocky.
No.
You sweet summer
I'll
clock.
stay here. And then
Misha's going to rest in peace. And you're going to rest in pieces.
Where it ends? What do you mean, Misha? You told
Well,
me
you see,
that the trail
I have a
blazing
knife right
expedition
now.
would
I
never
got it from Greg.
yeah, that's what I said.
Speaking of knives, my pocket knife is no longer sharp enough to shave with.
It's up to you to
Then
Why
go
are
get
you
it
trying to
sharpened.
shave with a pocket knife?
It
It is
doesn't
more
actually-
efficient than a razor.
But it doesn't actually need to be that sharp because this is mostly my box opener knife.
Box.
My next destination? What's that supposed to be? I've been following you, Misha. You're acting weird today.
Now it's time for you to follow somebody else.
Feeling down.
Follow a trailblazer around.
Clocky, I bestow you onto this chap.
No,
Good luck.
I'm not feeling down.
He has a baseball bat. Do not wake him in the morning.
It resolves all problems in this dream. So, do you know what clockwork actually is?
I'm not quite sure.
Well, everyone gets lost at times. They may hesitate and doubt which way to go. That happens in this dreamscape and beyond. But don't worry. Everyone goes through moments of uncertainty and hesitation. Eventually, they gather the courage to make bold decisions.
Well, some people have courage.
Joyful.
Some people just sit in their rooms all day and just become incredibly sad.
Some people, rather than mustering up courage, simply panic, run in a random direction, and happen to get things done by complete accident. I know a surprising number of people like that.
Oh
I may, in fact, be one of them.
This is true.
Oh, switch to a cutscene.
Clocky's hands spin around non-stop, indicating confusion, frustration, and weakness.
Hat!
But ultimately, people still need to move forward.
Just like your hands. Always pointing ahead.
Yes!
This is
Give me the hat!
ends. From now on.
Hat time! I got my bucket hat. It's not working because it's green. Let me flip it around so it's white.
Venturing even further.
That should work now. Alright, I got a bucket hat.
Even further
Chat, I got a hat now. I got a hat.
Does not belong to order.
Hello, Aeon.
They looked.
I got a hat. Chat, look at my hat.
Oh, shape.
Look at you two. Look at my hat.
I can't believe that Eon would cast a glance at Penacony at a time like this.
Look at my bucket hat. I love my bucket hat. It's a good bucket hat.
Zepe's only looking because it's a
Where'd the hat go?
So
Boo!
strong that it even impresses an Eon.
Well, there might be another possibility. Perhaps they want to witness, on behalf of the fallen Eons, who will hold the future of Penacony.
Or they're just trolling you.
Case. On behalf of the Dream Master of Penacony and the 107,336 members of the Oak family, I'm extending a formal invitation to all of you. I'm cordially inviting you all to the Penacony Grand Theater to participate in the upcoming Charmony Festival. And, of course, you won't be in the audience, but on center stage, since the future
I get to sing?
Penacony. And
Yes,
Penacony gets to hear me sing?
Let's
Oh, God.
draw a
Well, we're Penacony, I guess.
in all fairness, if you
Not like we really needed it.
Akavili's path, then show me their courage and determination.
I made a choice, go fight against something!
Christ, Greg. Holy shit. Yo, Harmony! Nessun Dorma. New path unlocked. Harmony. Switch? Yes. Ooh. Start trial.
That looks good.
That's cool. That's some good art. Well, endlessly loads.
So
Often prone to forgetting important things. Thanks, Acheron.
So I want to note that I've known about this since it got leaked in the 2.2 beta, and it's been so hard not to say anything about it.
Increases break effect of all allies, causing an additional break of damage when the allies attack enemies at a weakness. Oh.
So it's like budget Ranmei as far as I can
Oh,
tell.
it's a hat. Look at my hat. Look at my hat.
You are
Oh,
becoming
yeah.
Speedwagon, destroyer of fingers.
I am
Yeah,
Speedwagon. Holy
what
shit.
you said, like, what if the hat was a boomerang? And I laughed it off at the time, and it was so hard for me not to say, Yeah, about
You know,
that.
you know, here's the thing. Your laugh was slightly awkward, so I didn't want to ask anymore just in case. I'm so glad I didn't ask anymore because that was glorious.
I got my hat on while I got a hat. These minor imaginary damage deals damage to enemy targets with 5 bounces in total on the skill. All out foot light parade ultimate grants all allies the backup dancer effect. Allies with backup dancer have their break effect increase. In addition, deals super break damage one time when they attack an enemy target that is weakness broken. Phone aerial dance. They regenerate energy when enemy's target weakness is broken. Now I'm the band. At the start of the next battle, increase all allies. Ooh.
Time to
I like.
So Imaginary
that's
Trailblazer
good.
likes doing break effect. It's effectively budget Ron May.
Commencing support. Ready for another?
And everybody loves Ron May, so everybody loves budget Trailblazer.
See, I like this better than Ron May because I like the hat.
Well, okay, yes, but everybody loves the hat.
Let's improvise.
Enemy targets
The
detected.
mood is set just right.
And also because Ron May has wronged her creations, and those things are adorable, and I must protect their smiles.
Oh yeah, so there was another thing too. So
After
remember the end
when I
of
get my
White
ult
Knight?
again, I'm getting
Yeah,
one
no,
time.
but remember the ending of White Knight?
Yeah.
That's what you got.
They played us all like idiots. Like
Of course they
I
did.
literally cannot believe that they made that the ult though, and just threw it in at the beginning of the patch or of the area, and we're just like, yeah, there's nothing. This is just part of the MMD, right, guys?
Super break.
Obviously. No,
Take your position.
I can believe that somebody just made that and it was so good that they decided, okay, we gotta work this into actual gameplay somehow.
That could
Enemy data net marker festival. Time for a good old counterattack.
In the mood for.
And there it goes. Don't worry, we'll get a chance to look at the ult in slow motion at a different time, I'm sure.
Not saying that because you have foreknowledge or
I
anything.
need a light cone.
Nope.
What light cone do I pick? I need a light cone.
Honestly, you need to build a lot of things before you can start using that readily, so switch back to preservation for now. You can thank me later. Anyway, so we'll talk with them, and that's where we're gonna end it, I think.
Alright.
Does that mean he wants to fight us
Okay,
during
hold
the
on a
Charming
second.
Festival? I'm afraid so. This is weird. Aren't Arc villains usually plotting some dirty conspiracy?
Arc villains.
But he actually said something like, "In all fairness." Could
Marsh.
it be that he's underestimating us?
No, he's baiting
In
you.
my opinion, Sunday is deeply committed to his own philosophy and genuinely wants to prove that the Order is right. I sensed a strong conviction and a desire for dominance in him.
Oh god.
Maybe he won't accept the outcome unless he wins fair and square. That's why he'll give it his all in the upcoming battle.
That means we need to punch him even harder.
What the? We won't back down either, but he's such a gentleman. Why so nice? I flexed on him too hard with my peak swag. Guess he messed around and found out. Oh my fucking god.
Yeah, it's fucking great. Huh?
Yup. That.
You. Every time an important moment arrives, you have
But yeah, the dialogue options get hilarious moving forward.
You mean they get better than this?
Oh, yes.
Anyway, we can't leave the Stellaron unchecked. This is about
I would say
trailblazing a
something,
bright
but I
future
don't
for
want to
Honkai
spoil the
and
surprise.
fulfilling Mikhail's
We're
and
doing
his
a fight.
predecessors' long-cherished wishes. Now that we've taken up the mantle, we can't afford to fail them.
However,
Sure we
the same
can.
applies to the Order. Their plan didn't materialize overnight. And they have the profound collective consciousness of the planet of festivities behind them. A desire to dream. To slumber and escape reality. All those hidden emotions have given birth to the sweet dream of the Order. They've harnessed the will of an entire planet to create an Eon.
Well, we have a hat. Screw them.
Look, the Eon hat. Look at my hat. It's a hat. It's a bucket hat. Goes around my entire freaking head. Look at it.
It's a frisbee hat.
It actually is, no joke. But like, look at my hat. I love a bucket hat, chat. If you offer me a bucket hat, I will accept the bucket hat. I would have gotten a shark's bucket hat, but Jesus Christ, they want so much money for a hat.
I believe Firefly is trying to say that she's heading off to another battle.
What? Where's the audio? Oh.
The Destiny Slave told me that this journey would bring unforgettable rewards. Even though the script he gave me only had a few lines, I couldn't ignore them. Because one of the lines said, I'll experience death 3 times in the land of the dreams.
But how many of those times will it stick?
No.
3 times?
Stop dying, Firefly!
Stop fucking dying, goddammit.
The first time was a
She just lives, dies, lives, dies, lives, dies, lives, dies.
So is that
which
tomorrow?
led to all subsequent events.
No, it's just a light switch. Like, just imagine a firefly, but there's a tiny little light switch on its back that you could just toggle on and off to turn the light on.
Why did you say it like that?
Why'd you say toggle? This isn't CS. This isn't wall hacks.
Of my second death.
So everybody loves a good toggle.
And
I hate wall hacks.
Bro,
if all goes well,
toggle's just a word. Come on.
Greg, the
Okay,
word
but
toggle
what's
with
your
me has
second
negative
death,
consequences.
Firefly?
Okay,
Explain
fine.
yourself, please.
Yeah, Greg, toggle has negative experiences for me because you know what I saw recently? I saw a team of wall hacking spin botters go against a team of wall hacking spin botters in Counter-Strike, and there was one guy who was not a spin botter, and they all voted to kick him immediately because it was a hacker versus a hacker lobby. Everyone was hacking in the lobby in CS2.
Well, that's
Everyone,
stupid.
except the one
idea.
guy.
At least they had an idea and went with it.
I guess, but it was very funny.
my third and final death won't come true in the most terrible form.
Firefly, do us a favor and stop fucking dying.
Where everyone in Penacony loses themselves completely in the eternal sweet dream of the Order.
We must do everything we can to prevent that.
Have you made up your mind, Firefly?
Yes. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
Thank you again for your assistance for the Astral Express. May we meet again, in reality.
Yeah.
Yes, let's meet in reality so I can take you on a date.
May your trailblazing expedition never end.
Ooh, cutscene. Firefly's gonna sing.
I dreamed of a scorched earth.
Everyone, are you ready?
A new shoot sprouted from the earth. It bloomed
Transformation.
in the sun. And the sweet like fireflies to a flame. My biggest death. May we meet again in reality.
We.
Oh, we're back here again.
After today, Japella's name will disappear from cosmic history, and the Everflame Mansion will take its place. In the not-too-distant future, you'll receive an invitation. That's your next stop.
Land of the dreams. Penacony.
I hope you find whatever you seek there. Be it answers or salvation.
Or kicking a random guy in the nads.
My 3 deaths.
Firefly's naked in its suit. Let's go. Come on, toilet water. Come on.
Silverwolf told me about it.
This.
Shame that it's not.
Why am I thinking so hard about the logistics of costume change now? Thank you.
Look, it works in Sailor Moon, okay?
No, they have that full light barriers blocking the view in Sailor Moon.
And that's
It's slightly different, I think.
that's something I'll never desire.
I'm beginning to get the impression you haven't even seen the memes
No exception.
from Sailor Moon.
No, not in a while.
Death is like a script.
It's canon. Just point out the facts. I know, Toilet Water. I know you're pointing out the facts. Come on.
It's just the fact that Matt could have done without because he's trying to focus on what's happening right in front of his face, and he doesn't multitask. He pretends to multitask.
Desire is not one dictated by others. If I were to
I don't want nobody to tell me what to do. I will make my own bad decisions.
Spoken like a true moron, let's go!
I should die as a human, though its definition.
You should not die at all.
Yeah, about not dying. Not dying is great.
Have you tried just procrastinating on the whole dying thing?
A tombstone that belongs to me once bore the inscription Glamoth's Iron Cavalry.
By the way, Toilet Water, I have a hat because I just unlocked new Trailblaze Path. You like my bucket hat? It is a circular hat. It is a bucket hat. I prefer bucket hats.
It will bear the name Firefly. And all the brilliance she showed at the end of her life.
Do not die. Dying sucks. Ooh.
That's quite unexpected, old man.
You can die on your own time, but do it later.
Who would have thought your crazy
Dying isn't Pog.
actually work? Do all you nameless fools just act on a whim? I can sense that this false sweet dream is coming to an end. The nameless may be young, but they had the ability to achieve this goal. Just like you did in your time. It's a shame you won't be able to see it firsthand. Maybe I won't either. Once something fictional is seen through, it ceases to exist. Yeah. Not just those nameless. Even Mr. Wings is just like you. Stubborn. Won't listen or give up, no matter what. Well, fate is unpredictable, I guess. If we weren't bound by those cursed paths, maybe we could have had some good talks. But in the end, we managed to do it. And now we can find solace. Remember how those idiots cursed us? They said, "Go to hell, you worthless traitors."
Gallagher has a lot of emotions.
I don't know if they really meant it, but if longing for
Stop
freedom
griping
is
at a
going to hell,
corpse.
then I'll be joining you soon, you fool.
It's only classy if you're complaining at somebody's tomb.
Tonight we dine in hell.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Here's to you.
Doggo
A
agrees.
glass of hello and goodbye to the imperfect tomorrow.
Oh right, I forgot.
Acheron.
Oh, for frick's sake!
Greg just
The moment I unmute.
Let alone fresh berries in this.
Berries! Berry godparents!
Life. It's particularly strong in a place like this. It's a shame these berries don't have much flavor.
Seriously? In case you didn't know, this fruit is pretty juicy. The only downside is that when you chew it, it becomes extremely spicy. Have you lost your sense of taste?
I can still taste certain things, like a faint sweetness. Before coming here, I stopped by a place called...
Well, I'm glad you can taste one
barren
thing.
cliffs and nights lit by bonfires. Burgundy snow would fall from the sky, and when it landed on my tongue, it tasted like raspberries. The flavor wasn't exactly sweet, but it left a lasting impression. When I think back on my past, I realize that what's tying everything together isn't the big events, but rather these small yet unforgettable moments. Don't worry about it.
Great.
Losing
Small
oneself is a
things.
reality that every
Small
soft
happinesses.
face. At least I haven't completely lost my senses and memories yet.
Well, congratulations.
At least I haven't completely lost my mind yet.
Yeah, I'm taking the hat off, by the way. I'm not being the trailblazer with the hat right now. I'll put it on for the final battle.
This.
No, I had a companion.
Fair enough.
She's a short, nameless girl who aspired to explore IX. She always said she'd walk a path deeper and farther than Akavili's.
Oh?
Sounds vaguely familiar, doesn't it?
Quite an ambition for such a small girl.
She
Not that small.
became.
Yeah, she was kind of small.
What?
Oh, she's approximately shaped in size like an ordinary.
The girl left with a smile. She never regretted her choice and most definitely wanted me to say goodbye with a smile. So.
Well, did you say goodbye with a smile? No, I was bawling my eyes out.
Perhaps I'm just afraid.
Afraid? I rarely sense that emotion from you. What do you feel?
I'm afraid I'll forget
Fear
the 30 days
itself.
I spent with her. Just like all the other days in my life. Most of them have already washed away with the rain, disappearing into an unseen realm. I fear that those vivid red memories will fade away too. There isn't much color left. And besides this faint, warm red, there's almost nothing.
Hard to imagine.
Have you tried writing things
A
down?
ranger accustomed to bloodshed, destruction, and chaos, finding warmth in the red color.
Because I have experienced this warmth many times. Long ago, I promised someone that I'd bring it to more people. And that for every remaining moment of my life, I'd strive for a better ending for all.
But you couldn't end that particular story the way you wanted.
That's why I'm trying to end this story the way I want.
That's
Very
why
hard
I'm
to do,
trying
but-
to end this story. Full stop.
Blooming
Roll
flower,
scripts.
the brilliance in this cave, and life itself, fleeting yet still dazzling. In the end, it will lead me beyond the horizon of existence. And on the other side,
I will go where nobody's ever gone before. Over there.
nihility.
The one blessed by the sleeping and shapeless is considering how to kill them.
I mean, if I was blessed by the sleepless and shapeless, I too would be trying to kill them too.
Yeah, that way I can get my life back.
But
Well, no, it just sounds like a fun way to pass the time.
So much time near this stagnant water. Only
Honestly,
when I look at this
I don't find that I respect any of the Aeons. I would gladly pick a fight with any of them.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like you, of all people, would pick a fight with anybody, even if there wasn't any particular obligation for it.
departed have finally quieted down.
Yeah, no, they just rub me the wrong way. I would back them.
Will clear up.
Wow.
4 system hours.
Have you heard of a planet named Biari Scamandros, Don Hung? It's one of
No.
the Paradise Kingdoms under the influence of the Harmony. A sought-after wonderland for the inhabitants of the Dardanu Major and Minor systems. Half an Amber era ago, the family held an unprecedented festival there. And after that, everyone on the planet became part of the family.
Do you think the same thing will happen on Penacony?
Yes. Or how else can we explain it? The family deliberately used the Watchmaker's invitation to keep all the Pathstriders here, but banished the Emanator of the Nihility.
Because of the nihility, I'm rarely affected by the power of other paths. But
That sounds
somehow I
convenient.
unconsciously
Yeah.
infiltrate them. Maybe that's the risk they're trying to avoid.
I would disagree. Biari Scamandros is not part of the credit system or connected to the Silver Rail. It's nothing more than a remote civilization sheltered by the Harmony. But Penacony is different. If the family messes with Penacony, that would be like declaring war on almost half of the factions in the cosmos.
Maybe that's the idea.
That is the point.
Do that.
No, they don't.
We're fucking
If they
stupid
truly
in this
serve the family,
house.
that is.
What do you mean?
The path in Penacony is impure. The Harmony here has impurities.
Do you remember the ancient swarm disaster? Tazerond, the propagation, brought endless havoc to the universe, and it eventually evolved into a fierce battle among all eons. Two paths
Everybody was
lost
duking
their
it out.
eons in that war: the propagation and the order. Coincidentally, their downfall is related to a certain eon.
Shipe, the Harmony. Legend has it that they participated in the crusade against the Imperator Insectorum and devoured Anna the Order for unknown reasons.
They were
Harmony is
hungry,
just-
and Anna was right over there. Anna kind of looks like a bagel if you think about
The
it.
Harmony just stress snacks.
I don't
Yeah.
see any descendants of the propagation in Penacony.
Well, were you looking that hard for the propagation in Penacony?
Also, we cannot gloss over Boot Hill saying, "Holy Forkeroni."
I can't say for sure, but they're definitely
No,
planning
we
something
definitely
for the Charming
can't.
Festival.
This is getting way complicated. Is this why you want us to leave Astana right away?
The Charming
Yes.
Festival will start soon. There's
And
one
that'll
thing
cause all of the
I need
problems.
to confirm no matter what. A warp jump is the best way to do so.
Time is running out. I have another plan.
Yes.
Hold on.
I have another plan. I'm going to wait out the issue.
Abacus of allying oath.
Exactly. The assistance from the lawful Cloud Knights would be enough.
Think
Would it though?
carefully. You can only use that once in your lifetime.
I have.
It's okay,
Well, I
I've
could
died
just
before.
ask Jing Liu
My
for, or
companions
Jing Yuan for more.
Exactly. We can just be like, "Yo, I need help."
Lifetime treasures.
Whoa.
Thud.
Yeah.
Okay,
I think we
this
walked
I think
into
should be
something.
the next point after a little bit more dialogue.
Jesus Christ.
Look, oh wait, no, hold on. There's even more.
Ah!
Are you the only one here, my child?
This is the last one, though. I promise. Aside from like just an introduction of the next area.
Our secrets have spread like wildfire within the family.
Somebody's playing Wildfire in the background.
Gathering towards Astana. This is a
We
crucial
made a
moment
choice.
for
Go
us.
fight against your fate.
Where is the
Let us
chosen one
out.
who harmonizes the varied sounds?
What do you mean, Master? I'm right here in front of you, aren't I?
Not you, dumbass.
You know, she was supposed to be the star of the Charmony Festival. In our
Well, times have
But the plan has
changed.
changed. As her brother,
Hey.
I know she doesn't
Pray I
want to
don't
save
alter
the
it
world,
further.
So I'll take her place.
Can you even sing?
You've always been one.
No, but you could play an instrument, maybe.
He
I don't know,
plays
man.
he plays the fucking recorder.
Yeah, like it's 4th grade.
Just climbs into a box with Robin painted on the side, and her voice plays from the speakers.
It's like Metal Gear Solid, yeah.
No, not even that. It's just like air guitaring, but with Boffin's voice.
If karma exists,
He just lip syncs
then
the whole
everyone has their
thing.
own karma.
Oh no.
You have yours, and I have mine. And my karma has nothing to do with you, Mr. Gopher.
Well, look at my credit karma. It's amazing.
All right. Since you're willing to sacrifice yourself for her, I'll grant your wish.
Well, this was a mistake.
This is bad.
The compromise came sooner than expected. Why?
You and your sister
Why
were
not?
born as twins of the Order. And one of you is destined to follow this path to the end.
What about the other one then?
Is this part of
The
your
other one's
plan?
destined to follow the path to the beginning.
You're still as clever as you were when you were a child. The opening is near. Go, my child.
Go forth and commit a crime.
Of the harmony, and reveal your karma.
I have one final question. Matt, why did you choose to bring the order to Penacony? Wouldn't it have been better to choose a desperate world instead
Can
of a
I get
city
another
filled with
question?
hope and dreams?
Why? It's for justice, my child. If we lose justice in our hearts, we'll make the same mistake as the Harmony did.
So, it's not you who manipulates the dreamscape with the Stellaron, but...
The Stellaron itself.
That's where our conversation ends. Go ahead. The 107,336 souls of the Oak family have dreamed of this moment too many times.
Well, they can keep dreaming then.
I've got a hat. I'll beat them to death with a hat. What the hell? The bird's dead.
I shall ascend to the heavens, becoming the scorching sun bathed in my light.
That's a lot of dead birds.
My people shall flourish.
Yeah. I'm of the opinion that those are all like the members of the family or something.
2 system
This
hours.
is the interior of the Penacony Grand Theater.
It's quite exhilarating to be flushed into the air by Soulglad. But why is the venue still closed when the Charmony Festival is about to start?
And not only that, the entire theater is eerily quiet.
There's
There's
nobody
a flop at the box
here.
office.
Yeah, I wonder how many tickets. Hey, that's not what we should be concerned about.
Let's explore around.
Are you sure about that? All right, pause.
Finally, Jesus. Watchmaker's hat obtained. Every dollar dancing is a disappointment to the Trailblaze. But yeah, chat, that'll do it for us today. Thank you for watching. That's a lot of words. But yeah, that's it. We got a new path to the Trailblaze. Sunday's evil.
Well, we already knew that.
I know, but more than usual. And
Sunday buys into his own hype even.
yeah. But yeah. Oh, there's Jess. But yeah, that should do it.
Tune in tomorrow and maybe
come back
we'll
tomorrow for
complete
maybe the
story.
finale. Yes, tune in tomorrow for the finale.
Maybe.
Or maybe we'll be stuck here even longer.
God, if there's more dialogue, I'm gonna just off myself. But yeah,
Please
chat.
don't.
Have a good night.
Please don't die 3 times.
Yeah, chat. Have a good night.